Well, good morning, folks, and welcome to another episode of Papa Keith's Kitchen. As you probably noticed, the sound didn't work with this video for some reason, so I'm just doing a voiceover. Here, I'm just briefly talking to you about one of the comments that I got, letting me know that I was fat. Well, I know I'm fat. You don't need to tell me that, my friend. Um, my mother always said that if you haven't got anything good to say, don't say anything at all. But anyway, today what we're doing is we're making some homemade cinnamon pull-apart bread. Uh, don't know if you've ever tried this before, but it's pretty easy to make. And guess I'm going to put my hat on right here to get started. There we go. Hat's on, ready to go to work. Okay, here I'm telling you that we're using about, I don't know, 3 3/4 cups of flour. We got a 1/4 cup of sugar. Got a 1/4 cup of butter. Got an egg. Got a little bit of salt. And I'm putting in some maple seasoning into this because I just kind of like the taste of it. So that's what we'll do. And for the other one is the topping mixture. And we also put in some half and half. I'll put the ingredients into the description down below. And just a second here, we'll get started. There's my bowl. We'll dump in the flour. Easy peasy. Don't dump in all of it. Save a little bit for when we need to mix it up. Just dumped in the sugar. Here goes the egg. I kind of beat that egg up before I poured it in there. Now I'm putting in 2 teaspoons of instant yeast. There, got that done. Next we're going to put the butter in there and we'll scrape it out. Dump that all in there. It's real butter. You can use margarine if you wish to use margarine. I kind of like the taste of butter. And here we go with a half and half. Pour that all in there. As I say, the amounts would be in the description. I'll tell you how much of everything. Here's about a 1/4 cup of water. We're going to add that in there. That's the salt. Maple flavoring. Stir it up in really good shape. kind of a sticky mess right there, but you want it a little bit sticky before we're going to stick it in the microwave, and just so that it gets warm, so the yeast will start working. Mix it really good so it mixed all the way through the dough. Now we're going to clean up our spoon. I figured out what the sound problem was. My mic wasn't plugged in all the way. I sure the heck don't want to make the video all over again. Here goes to the microwave for, I don't know, I set it on 40 seconds, but I think it was a little bit less than that. I kept testing it just because I didn't want to get it too hard. You don't want to cook it, you just want to get it warm. That's the idea of it all. And that seemed to work out pretty good. Yep. I can't read my own lips, so I don't know. Maybe I was swearing. Who the hell knows? There it is. I think it's just about done. I'm going to dump that dough inside of that stainless steel pot, because we're going to mix it up some more. There it is. Plastic scraper. Those things come in handy. I kind of like those things. I don't know if you got any, but they're really good for scraping out dough. I got that metal one, but the plastic one fits inside the bowl and it's got curved sides, so you can get all the dough out of the bowl. And there it is. You know me, I like to get every little bit out of there. Don't want to waste nothing. There it is. Get that out of the way. Set it over there. Wash off my fingers. Who knows what I'm talking about there? Could be most anything. You know me, I ramble on quite a bit. Probably complaining about something, no doubt. There we go, onto the mixer. Dough hook in place. I'm going to start this out on probably speed 1, then we'll speed it up a little bit. It won't take too long, just a few minutes to mix it all up. Now we're going to dump in the rest of the flour that we had left over to kind of make a better texture. Add it in slowly. You want it so it's nice and stretchy. Yeah, I'm speeding it up just a little bit. It'll pull the dough right off the sides there and pick up, and it'll make a ball on the bottom. So you know it's just about ready. Probably tell you in a story there, who knows. I'll add some music to this one so it isn't quite so boring. Round and round she goes, where she stops nobody knows. There, I'm saying it's almost done. And here she goes. Time to scrape it out of that bowl. Throw it on the meat platter plate, or whatever you call it, butcher block. I'll see if I can find some of that violin music by the Craftsberry Vibrations. They're good. And I got some 4 of their songs. I'll play some of their fiddling music. Violin, actually. Now you want to knead this up. I'm showing how you want to get it real elastic. You see how it stretches. Keep working it. You don't have to do it very long, but once we get it in the ball where we want it there, we're going to let it rise for 10-15 minutes or so. And then let it rest. Sticking to the wood there a little bit, so you add a little flour down, make sure you can keep rolling it out. When you get done, you want to make about a 12 by 12 or 12 by 16 square. Showing off there. Said I was going to make it into a pizza. I certainly like playing with dough, don't I? There we go. We're going to cover it up. I'm going to come back in about 10-15 minutes. See you in a while, folks. And I'm back. Quick as that. Fast as fast can be. Okay, now let's roll this thing out. I should have put the camera down a little further so you can see better. You know what I want to do is cut this into strips. Rolling pin. Like I always say, roll away from you or pull it towards you. See, I always pick it up when I do it. You don't want to roll back and forth on it. You want to push it or pull it. You can tell by your edges where you want to take and flatten it out more and pull it the other way. Like that. Those Craftsberry Vibration Band, those guys are still alive too. They gave those songs to my sister years ago. Said we could do what we wanted with them, so that's what I do. Now I measure those so that I get around 4 strips, and then I'll cut those in half, and we'll put our topping on them. Which the topping is just the cinnamon, the sugar, and the butter all mixed together. And you just spread it across there with your hand till you get it nice and coated. Now I'm using a pizza cutter on the top to cuts the dough real easy. And now you'll see that what I'm going to do is cut right up through the middle of them. And those will be folded in half in the bread pan. I'm using the same bowl there just to mix up my sugar, butter, and the cinnamon. Next time I'll be sure to put that camera down a little further so you see better what my hands are doing. It's like playing in a sandbox, isn't it? When that got done, I couldn't help myself. I had to eat something for lunch. Which I was always kind of fond of cinnamon anyway. Keep wondering when my hair is going to turn gray. You think you should by this time, don't you? Being in your middle 70s, you think you'd have gray hair by now. There. Now I use a regular bread pan, a glass one. I kind of like using the glass ones. I can see the sides better when it's baking to make sure the sides are brown. Make sure you put some oil in it and grease it up a little bit. This one's already greased. Just makes it easier to slide it out afterward. Fold it in half. Take and tuck it right in on one end, like so. And you're going to do that for all of them right down through. And after that cooks, that bread will peel right apart. Very tasty. Like I say, it's great with coffee too in the morning. Like that, if you're a coffee drinker. Now I got them all tucked in there, all layered in. And we want to bake them for about 20-25 minutes. The heat on that will be 375. I'll check it at 15 minutes to make sure it doesn't burn. And I'll be back to show you what it looks like when it's done in just a few minutes. Well, I just got to let it cool down before I can start peeling off a few pieces, but it does look delicious. Gonna have it for lunch.